is going on?
These birth sign lucky roll boxes that have minuses and stuff. What are those?
So when you're born under an augur of some sort of luck, and that means that you rolled to see if you had a particular ability, and some of them will be like, melee bonuses. Now that's the luck modifier you have, whether it's a plus or minus or nothing, you
I
add
see.
to that augur. And it might be
Okay.
bad if you've negative
Oh, it's
luck, of course.
bad. Yeah,
Oh,
I got
so?
negative luck on all of them.
So, I see, and it's a fun game because you'd be surprised. The survivors are
Oh
like
yeah,
diamonds in the rough you don't expect. It's like, I don't know how this person survived, but there he is with the laser pistol and with the girl and or whatever.
I've got another question. What is a magic sticky rock? Because I happen to have one of those and I don't know what it is.
A magic sticky rock. Oh my, that's a good question. Off the cuff, I would say that in your mind, it's a device that you can attach to. It somehow attaches to walls or ceilings or something.
And a telepath rat. I got one of those too.
Oh, you have a
Oh,
pet.
that's
I
awesome.
do.
That's neat. So it's up.
Apparently, one of my guys had a lot of money to spend.
Yeah, and just got a nice pet. So how you want to role play, that's up to you. The rat could be an integral part of a duo team, or it could just be an annoying
Oh yeah,
rat.
yeah.
You
I,
could
I
send
think
it to
the
do
rat's the
stuff.
actual. I think the rat's the actual character,
There, yeah, it
and
could.
the character is the familiar.
I have a mouse man. It's a mutant mouse.
Well, Alan, actually, let's start with you while you're going, Brad, and we'll get to you next. Your four characters, and if you have something quirky about them you want to say, or one of them in particular,
Well,
go
my
ahead.
first one's name is Mon Mon. He is a manimal, an orangutan manimal. He's got a
Mon
magic.
Mon?
Yep, he's got a magic sticky rock and a telepath rat. The rat's the actual character. Mon Mon's just the meat shield around the rat.
That's awesome. I love it.
My second guy is named Sleaze. He's also a
Please.
mutant, but he has no mouth. It's been replaced by porous skin.
Ooh,
And then I got
okay.
Terrifying.
Raja, who's also a mutant and is bright red, like the the red dot of an Indian, but just that color.
All right.
She's just the dot.
And tell me quickly their luck when you're doing this, because I'm writing this down, and just so I know.
Mon Mon's a 6, so a -1. Sleaze is a 10, so 0. Raja is an 8, so a -1. And then my pure strain human's name is Bob.
Bob.
He's got a
Okay.
luck of 12 and 0.
Okay. Anything about Bob in particular, or he's just
He's completely out of place with all these mutants.
Now, you are part of the same community, and mutants and manimals and plantians, it's all so random and so accepted. You've all mixed and you're all quite normal about everything. So uh, you would know each other. Oh, there would be personal squabbles and conflict, but it's not
Yeah,
about, if you get me wrong, we're not in factions of manimals versus plantians and stuff like that.
yeah, I
I
get you.
suppose that happens, but in this case, you're all in community.
His best friend, Bob's best friend is Mon Mon, but he hates the rat.
And he wonders why Mon Mon never talks really, and he's just monotone kind of, yes, I agree. That's awesome. Okay, Brad, go ahead. And who's in front, by the way? Sorry, Alan.
Oh, that will be Sleaze.
Please.
Mouthless.
Okay,
The mouthless mouth breather.
got it. And okay, Brad.
Yeah, I haven't had much time to put anything into these characters because I just generated them. But yeah, let's see. I've got a plantian subtype oak, a mutant, hands have 6 fingers, a pure strain
Hey,
human.
hold on, slow
and
down a
manimal
second.
mouse.
Sorry, Alan. Brad's back up. What's your plantian's luck?
Oh, you want to know? Okay, so plantian luck is 9.
Okay, and a name of the plantian?
I haven't even come up with one yet. I was just
Okay, we'll call him Petunia for now.
okay.
Okay, your mutant is called. I'll pop up a name in my head. Also, just pop one down. Anyway,
I can do that in a second.
Your mutant's luck
Is 10.
10. Okay, and your third character.
The manimal mouse.
Animal. Okay.
Luck 6.
Oh.
And a pure strain human, luck 10.
You're staying human, luck 10. Okay. So we'll get the names in a minute. Moving on to Bob.
Okay, my first
Yes.
character's name is Toj. He is a mutant, and his hands are comprised of tentacles, and his luck is 9.
Okay.
My second character is a plantient named Doc, and he is a huckleberry shrub.
Okay.
And his luck is 15.
That's a plus.
Yeah, it is plus. On healing rolls, I have. My third character, his name is Taj, and he is a lion manimal with a single eye. He has one eye in the center of his head.
Whoa. Lion Cyclops.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay. Luck.
His luck is 12.
Okay. Is that a +1?
No, it's not.
No, 13, right? Okay, go ahead.
And then my final character is a mutant named Wheels, and he's called that because he has 4 legs.
Okay.
His luck is 12.
And who's in front?
Actually, it's Taj the lion.
Taj. Okay. Oh, sorry, Brad. Who was in front for your pack?
The manimal mouse.
Animal. Okay. Animal mouse. Awesome. So there we go. We have our party of 12. And like I said, it's a bit short, but we'll see how it goes. You never know. Might just be some heroes. All right. So if everyone's ready to go, doesn't have any questions, I can't really think of anything else. There you're off. You've been off searching in the jungle. It starts off actually quite a bit, but however, it starts off with a bit of drama. And without further ado, then I guess we'll start. Is everybody, Brad? I do have the Roll20 available as well, and there's a couple of messages I have to check here, and then we're gonna.
So you have a separate one for this because
Yeah, I put it in the. Did I put? Okay, give me 1 second. I might
I
not
just
have
don't think
sent
I
it.
saw it anymore.
Okay, I'll send it in Facebook. Okay. And
FYI, I'm currently outside grabbing a smoke, so I can't see Roll20, but I will
Right.
when I go back inside.
Gotcha. Okay, Brad, I sent it in Facebook. I think I might have not sent it to you yet, perhaps. Can everyone see the map at the moment? Well, besides Alan?
Yep.
Okay, so you're probably wondering what's going on here, but I jumped the gun a little bit. But suddenly, you awaken from a fevered nightmare that you cannot quite recall. The last thing that you clearly remember was being sent out in the jungle of your native land to undergo your Rite of Passage. And finding no artifacts to bring back to your village, you undertook further and further explorations of taboo northern lands. It was there that you first saw the cloud of winged insect men that fell upon you from the sky, and everything after that is a gray, indistinct blur. But at this moment, you're standing next to your friends on the front lines of battle with a giant bee. It's as big as a hut, and all around you are ant-men waving their crude wooden farm implements at the thing, clicking and gesturing for you to attack the thing with your own tools. 4 even larger winged ant-men are fighting the giant bee in midair, and the creature's abdomen has just been split open, and you're drenched in a sticky honey-like substance that is pouring forth from the giant bee's innards. A dim violet glow rings the cavern. On one wall of the cavern is a giant portal that leads upward to open sky and cool air, while 3 other openings lead only into darkness. And you have this sticky, really sweet smelling and very tasty, you get a little bit on your lips and stuff, ichor from this giant bee that has apparently attacked this abode of these ants. There are 4 of these large kind of drone warrior type ants with wings that are assaulting the bee. And there's numerous 6 or 8 worker ants kind of waving implements and gesturing for you to attack the bee as well. And I have a cool pic here, actually, I can show. Oops. So now it's the crew's turn to start. And it's wide open what you want to do. I can pick out somebody to start.
Oh wow.
So you guys kind of, there's kind of hose and you got these weird implements around. You were working apparently for these ants.
All right. Well, I wanted to attack the bee then. Go bee.
All right, so let's roll initiative. And if somebody's attacking, then the way this works is you roll 20-sided and you add your agility modifier, whether it minus or plus. And you pick the best one from your four players. And I'll ask this once in a while, I'll ask for your squad roll. So basically who has the highest luck on your squad, who has the lowest luck in your squad, or if initiative, you roll for your whole squad. And then when it comes to your turn, you go with all four of your players. And yeah, you're supposed to move pretty quick, but if you have some role play options, of course, elaborate on this or that, and you know how it works. But you have four players to play, so especially at the beginning. So I'll write down the initiative, and you can use the Roll20 dice, or you can roll on your own, of course, and then type them into the Roll20, and I'll just jot it down.
Yeah, so for starting weapons, I'm assuming we don't have these weapons that come on the character sheet. We just have these implements.
Yeah, at the moment, you all have these sticks that basically do die 3 damage.
I pick up some rocks if there's any handy this size rocks anywhere.
Okay, we'll go through the turns, and then you can describe what you want to do.
Okay.
And if there's a rock, you bet. So I'm just looking up quickly a few stats here, and I'll be ready to rock in a minute. So the giant bee has +3 initiative. Okay, so I got the bee's got 12 initiative, and Bob Wire got 9.
I am at a 7.
I'll go to 7, and I'll wait a second for Brad. It might be close because the bee so far. Oh, Brad, looks like Brad's going first. So your 4 characters go first, Brad. Just let you know. Yeah, there seems to be 8 kind of worker ants, 4 drones, and this giant bee, and exits and whatnot.
Yeah, well, it would be insanity to attack the ants. So yeah, we attack the bee. Kill the bee, just like Venture Brothers. Kill the bee.
Go ahead. So start with whoever you want out of your characters, and just say he does this, she does that.
Yeah. Okay.
You got her.
So, the oak plantian calls through all that sticky mess and starts stabbing at it.
Okay, go ahead. You flail at it with your implement.
Next one. Okay. This thing's too tough. All right, stuck in honey.
Something, yeah. Who's
Okay.
next on Brad's?
Yeah, so this will be the 6-figured mutant. They'll try to look for a soft spot and try to get right in there.
So got a name for him or her?
Not yet.
60?
No, I've been running around doing stuff, sorry.
Oh yeah. No problem.
Got to get pen and paper. It's like in this modern computer days, like pen and paper. Where am I going to find pen and paper?
True.
Okay, yeah, so he's going to look for a weak spot and try to. Oh man, these guys suck.
Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Okay, Mouse Man jumps in there. He's a bit stronger. He's got a bit of a modifier. If I can get that piece roll, come on, baby.
For, of course, thrown or missile weapons, you get your agility modifier. For attack, you just die 20 plus your strength modifier, plus or minus. Yeah.
Okay.
Just for everybody's sake, too.
9.
Well,
these guys are flailing around. They're just slipping in all the goo on the floor, and they're just like, I can't even stand up.
you got 1 pure strain human left, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he'll jump in there. No strength.
You know what, Brad? You want to call that one Brad, or I'll let you name it, of course. Go ahead. Oh,
One. No, it slips
Oh.
and falls and cracks the skull open.
well, that's our first fumble actually. So at 0 level funnel character, you just roll die 4 for on the fumble table, and I happen to have the fumble table here. So
Okay, so me roll
yes, sir. And you roll a
3.
4-sided die. I thought I had the fumble table here. Where the heck is it?
This should at least
Oh,
be
yeah, okay.
amusing.
Oh, and your luck modifier?
0. It's got 10
Okay,
luck.
and you rolled a 3. So your weapon comes loose in your hand. You quickly grab it, but your grip is disrupted, and you take a -2 penalty on your next attack roll.
Well, that's not
So
too bad.
Yeah, you flounder a bit. The pure strain human's like, and it's hard to hit because his bee's kind of buzzing around a little bit and bouncing off the walls of the chamber. And you can imagine,
Knock
it's a
over.
huge, yeah, it's a big friggin' bumblebee, like the size of a friggin' truck, and being crawled over. So we'll move on. Who's the next in line is the bee.
Uh-oh.
And the bee, however, seems to be assaulted by these drones. So it only has a 20% chance of actually attacking one of the party. And it does attack one of the party. So I'm going to roll 3-sided die here. And then I'll ask who has the lowest luck on whoever I happen to hit. Where are my funky dice? Oh, pardon me. Where are my funky dice? Oh, there they are. All right. So, and I'm just going to be, it's Alan 1, Brad 2, Bob 3, and it's 1. So Alan, who has the lowest luck on your party? That would be, oh, Mon.
Mon it is.
So Mon, the bee, for just, well, the odds were against you at a 20% chance. I think your AC isn't 13 or better, is it?
Nope, it's just a 12.
Okay, this thing bites you with its manacles. How many hit points do you have?
Mon's got 2.
Okay, Mon is cleanly snipped in twain
Oh no.
by this bee. It just happened to bounce off, all come zipping in, and you're just, oh fuck, and it just snips you in half.
The telepathic rat screams no in everybody's mind as Mon bites it.
Oh, is that the rat? We'll have to mind link with somebody else. But the rat lives though. So the pet died.
But we all like Mon, so we're pissed.
Oh, that's too bad. I was kind of already like that character. Well,
Yeah,
actually,
me
the
too.
rat's still alive. It's just pet died. That's okay. Now the Ant-Men and drones, actually, now that you start to fight the bee, they ordered you to do that. So we'll get to them in a minute. But it's now Bob's turn.
All right. I'll start with Taj. He will attack with his, whatever spear-like implement he has.
I'm assuming everyone's turning on the bee and not
Yeah,
attacking the ants.
Yeah, the bee.
Okay.
I
Oh,
got an
that
8.
you do reach up and hit the bee. Good job. So roll D3 for damage.
All right. 3.
Okay, the bee's big, and you manage to poke it, and you realize its exoskeleton is really strong, and you just managed to puncture it a little bit.
Ooh, I do a +1 to that because I have a +1 to strength. I have a modifier to
Oh,
strength.
yeah. And it doesn't seem to affect it much, but you did puncture it. Your next character.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the other +1, which is Wheels. He'll also attack the bee with his spear.
Yeah, with this awkwardly holding it with his feet.
Yeah. No, I don't.
No.
9.
And so it's he's flailing at it, and no.
Toj is gonna do the same thing. Attack. 17.
That will hit.
Nice. 3. Dang, nice.
And the thing is buzzing around, and it splatters you with a bit more of this sweet kind of ichor. Yeah, next character.
And
Good shot.
finally, Doc is he's going to start eating the juice from the bee.
Mm. So he licks some off his face and he finds some, and it tastes very interesting. It's like a honey and nectar and ambrosia, and he feels quite invigorated, actually. And
Slurm.
it's a slurm, and you feel that this stuff, you feel invigorated and like you've just rested and ate and healed. And if you would have been hurt, you think that, oh, I would have made you feel better. But I'm going to give you a +1 luck
Ooh, nice.
for discovering that, ooh, there might be more of this stuff and it might come in handy. And you also realize too that it dissolved something on your face. There was something else on your face that doesn't taste good.
Oh, that's not good.
And you realize that when the bee was wounded and splattered you guys originally, you guys woke up, remember? And there might have
sort of trance or something.
Yeah, and you don't really remember much of anything. You're in some nightmare where you were serving these ants. Now, do you have any characters left?
Nope, that's it.
Who's left? Alan?
That would be me.
All right, Alan.
Roha's gonna lower her spear-like thing, and with her shiny red skin, rush up on the bee, and try and hit him with a -1, so an 11.
No, the exoskeleton deflects it.
Sleeve also tries to do so.
The no mouth kind of makes an accordion sound through his pores.
And there's just this trumpeting noise as he rushes forward and swings with a +1, so that'll be a 12. Also a miss, I think.
Yes, that will miss. This thing has pretty high AC actually, and it's scary how big it is. It moves around so fast. Go ahead, Raja.
Final guy, Bob, takes a swing as well.
Oh, Bob, right.
And he will most likely miss as well with a 13.
Yes, but you can burn luck. Remember, not that you have to or anything. And in this case, you would have to burn 2 luck to hit it, and maybe it's not worth the damage. It's up to you. Just to let you know, an option, okay?
Okay, I'm not.
You can always burn
luck at this particular moment. But,
it's pretty early.
Three will take their swings, and that's about it.
Got it. So everyone's attacking the bee. Okay. Has everyone rolled, Alan?
Yep, that's everyone.
Okay. So I'm going to roll for the drones as they get their attacks, and there's 4 of them attacking the bee. So I'm just going to quickly see if any of them, one of them got a hit with a 19. And their damage is 1. They use a kind of a hook spear sort of thing. It's 1d6 damage. Okay. Ooh. So one of these drones manages to get a really good strike. He drives his hook spear into this wound on it and just pulls out a bunch of splatter, and the thing starts buzzing more erratically, and it's taking quite a few hits, but thing's tough. Keeps motoring on. Now I'm going to roll for the drones because the drones are jumping around and trying to hit it. They're less effective. And one of them manages to hit, unless I don't think they have a bonus to their attack. Let me double check. The drones do. Oh, they do have +2. Indeed. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 hits. The worker ants are doing some damage. 1d4 +1. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 7, 10 points damage. These drones and ants and you guys are all swarming this thing and just stabbing it, and they're biting it and everything, and the thing's tumbling around, and you can see it's one of its wings, it's all cut up and cracked, and it's lost a leg or 2. One of its compound eyes is sort of shattered a bit, and it's messed right up. Still ticking though, probably on its last string. And if we could quickly roll initiative for the next round. And the ants seem to be leaving you guys alone because you are helping the ants, apparently. So we'll roll those 20s for me, and then I'll roll.
18 initiative.
Okay, so I got a 15.
17.
Oh, 18 for Bob. Nice. 17. So it looks like you guys are all going to go first. Oh, I'll roll for the ants a minute. 12. Yeah, they're definitely. Ants are going last again. And Brad, did you get a D20 for initiative? Good. And it looks like we're going to have Bob going first unless Brad beats an 18. So for now, oh, Brad's going last. Okay.
Wah, wah, wah.
Bob.
Okay, yeah, I'll start out with Taj is going to attack the bee again.
Nice.
Let's see. 10.
No,
Not gonna happen.
not happening.
Wheels. Wheels is going to attack as well.
Got it.
15.
That's, yes, that just hits.
Sick.
Yes,
And
sir.
D3 plus 1.
Now, just a meta game. This thing has 3
4.
hits. Oh, so I'm gonna give you 3 XP.
Oh, sick.
All right.
All right, 3 XP.
Now everybody else gets 1 XP because the way I work this, if the party killed the bee, you all get 1 XP and the killer gets the extra. Now, if you happen to get 10 XP in this adventure, you go to first level and you'll go through your metamorphosis and, might grow a crab arm or something. And there's mutant powers as well, telekinesis and things like that too.
Nice. Wheels
So
is
the
moving up in the world.
Yeah. So and the bee wipes out and crashes and immediately the ants kind of swarm onto it and start to dissect it. These large and just start cutting it up and taking chunks away. You're kind of ignored, and a couple worker ants they just ignore you for the moment as they dissect this bee.
I say to these other guys, hey, humanoids, come over here a second.
I'll go over to the guy.
Likewise.
We defeated that bee, but we're still prisoners of these ants, and they may take over our minds again somehow. We better do something.
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem too bad. I mean, I'm alive.
Yes,
Maybe
are you?
I don't remember anything, so maybe working for the ants is quite pleasant. Maybe let's give it a shot.
Get venture over.
Okay, we're leaving this guy behind.
All right, thanks guys.
Cool though, yeah.
And
we can have other perspective.
just just happy. Yeah, it's like the old Gary
Sleaze.
Larson of the guy in hell who's just happily whistling away.
I'm like, okay, let's put that on the back burner.
Yeah.
Sleaze let some kind of fart sounding noise out of his porous skin mouth.
So a couple of you were like, hey, let's this is not so bad. They have a good retirement fund.
What are the exits? What can we see right now? Like, what do they look like? Are they
Of
guarded?
course. However, as you guys are nonchalantly looking around, you're holding your tools and stuff, and for the moment, the ants seem busy on the bee, and you're going to probably have a few minutes, perhaps, when they start bossing you around again or something, or we'll assume that you're supposed to be working. And you guys look at yourselves, and you look a bit haggard, and your clothes is a bit gaunt and stuff, like you were, slaves basically. Now you did notice when you were gathered together, I'm going to assume that you were at this side of the room. Let's say that you were kind of over here in this area, and you notice the skull. Now it's not that large. It's actually a human skull, and set in the earthen wall by the large exit to the south. Yeah, south is to the right. They did that. I know. I hate it when maps do that. North is always up. No, it's not. Okay, anyway, you see a humanoid skull leering out at you. And what's truly strange is that there's a little red blinking light near its right eye socket. What is it? And I'll finish in a moment, but you also, in this large room you're in, let me finish up a moment because you get a chance to take a look around. And to the north, there's an exit, and it looks like there's sunlight out there, and you can kind of see. You haven't gone to the edge to look, but you did get a chance a couple times to glance out, and you recall that you're at the top of this giant friggin' anthill. That's basically a huge tower column that juts out of the jungle canopy, like 600 feet. It's massive. And if you looked out there, you'd be looking north out over into the jungle canopy. But anyway, as far as you know, that's not really, well, it's an exit if you can fly, basically, or have some other way.
I believe I can fly.
Hey, give it a whirl. As far as you don't really recall what's down here. You know, there's a passageway that's heading west, and the east passage up here, you can't really recall what's up there. You'll have to investigate. And this large door, you don't remember what's on the other side of it. And you did realize that there's lots of mushrooms and fungi around and lichens that the ants use or ignore. And one of them is these kind of little 2-foot toadstools that give off this purplish glow. And the smarter of you realize that they could be used actually as a light source, because it is pretty dark. Actually, the north is a bit lit by the lichens you can see in the south. Actually, I can open those up for you.
Did I see the other character eat that honey?
Sure.
I noticed you ate some of that. How are you feeling?
Actually, I feel pretty good. It was pretty delicious.
Maybe we should scoop some of that up if we have some way of doing that. Take it with us.
Well, at this point, they're dissecting the bee.
Yeah, maybe we should just get out of here while they're busy.
Yeah, I want to
if-
check out this skull.
If
Yeah,
everyone
that's
makes a quick luck check, just so you know, if you get your luck or less when you roll 20-sided, you've scraped together enough of this jelly off your face that you've got like enough in your palm that you can have it, and it does heal 1 hit point if you eat it. But
Okay.
you can save it. You can just smear it on your arm or something, because it's like Jello. So you have 1 dose you can lick off if you made your luck check. Okay.
I'm gonna make those. Let's see. Fail. Succeed. Succeed.
Now
I'm
go ahead.
Oh, I'm assuming Doc already ate his. So
Do you have to get over 10 then? Or
No,
what
your luck or less.
our luck is? Yeah.
Luck check. And that's the only check you make in this game. Every other thing is a dice check where you have to beat a number. But if this is the only one where you want to get your luck or less, so you want to roll low on your luck check. And if you did, you happen to have enough to have a dose of this. So we're checking out the skull, and this red light was blinking on it. It's a humanoid skull. Looks like pure strain human skull.
Can I put my finger into both the eye sockets? You know, like the Three Stooges.
Yeah. Now the skull is sort of stuck in the wall, and there's debris and whatnot, and they've built some of these walls with whatever they find, these ants, right, and fuse it together with this mucus sand mixture, and this is no different. This skull, you can pull it out of the wall if you'd like, because it's hard to tell. Investigate it.
Yeah, I'll do that if nothing immediately happens when I poke it.
Okay, so make a reflex save
Okay.
as you pull the skull out.
Oh, does it shoot a laser out of its eye or something?
So reflex save. I have a +1 to that. Let's see.
Yeah, so you roll
I got a
20-sided.
6.
Oh dear. Okay, as you pull it out, it creates a bit of a rock slide, and some debris comes down, and quite a bit actually, and doing 3 points damage.
Oh, he's not dead. He has 5 hit points. Ties.
He's hit with
Ooh,
stuff, and
lucky.
I guess you might want to lick his.
yeah, he licks his arm after that one.
Okay, I'll say it's a 1 die 3 for heal. Okay, so you can roll 1 die 3 to see how many hit points you get back if you have enough, if you manage to get some of this stuff.
Yeah.
But you do have the skull in your hand. You're like, well, I got it. Now you realize the ants are kind of still busy with the bee, but they're going to be done pretty soon, and they're still ignoring you. But you are standing around. There's a couple that go up to you and look at you, and then go away back into carving up the bee.
I'm gonna go check out this room up top here. Of all the debris in it, there might be something useful there.
The stench hits you first. Does anyone else want to go with him, or
Nah.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
this room
And then
it
my
smells. Yeah, it's stench-filled cavern, reeks of decaying organic matter. And the walls are lined with piles of spoiled plant and animal matter and trash. Appears to be the refuse dump. But you check it out a little bit.
Yeah, pick up a stick and poke around it instead, see if there's anything interesting.
All right, so anybody who's in here looking can make a luck check, and if you succeed, you find your stuff.
Okay, so luck check is over your luck. Under
Now, also, if on your luck check, if they roll a 1 or 2 in the luck check, let me know if you roll a 1 or 2 on your luck check.
No, I rolled 16.
I
That's probably
rolled
over
like,
your luck.
yeah, I rolled over on all 3 of them, so I find
Oh, like
nothing
a 10.
but trash.
So you can roll for any character that wants to search. Bob, do you want to tag along?
Yeah. If I notice that they're finding cool stuff in there. No, wait, don't put that down. That's mine.
Yeah.
And he'll start looking. My guys will start looking.
So make luck checks, yeah. If you get a 1 or 2, you find
fail.
something else.
I got a 2. I got a 2 for Doc.
Interesting. So you find all your stuff, plus you're like, what is this? Roll a 20-sided.
Okay. 13.
Interesting. You find a primitive bow, but it's very functional, very lethal. The string's still going, and it comes with 12 arrows on a little quiver attached to it.
That's it.
Under some debris. 1d6 damage, 12 arrows.
1d6.
And a bow.
Okay. Let's see if my other guys succeed and succeed. So Toes does not have his stuff, but everybody else does.
Cool. Gotcha. And that's about it in this room.
How much
Now,
of our stuff do we find?
If you didn't make your luck check, you find 1 item. If you made your luck check, you find everything. You guys don't have a lot, but it might be a weapon or something better than 1d3 damage, right?
So I can roll for each character then.
Yes.
Okay. So 1 already failed.
So as you come back, you notice there's not much left of the bee. In fact, they're chopping up the last of its head. And
Yeah, we better go if we're gonna escape.
now, give me 1 second. Now you guys can decide which way you want to go. You do recall that there was a well or something to the south where they got their water from. You don't remember much else down south, or west, I should say, in that room below. And I'm just looking quickly for some information here. Okay. So go ahead.
You said if we
Go
failed,
ahead.
we only found 1 item.
Yes.
As we're mucking about, I guess heading west. I'm gonna keep on playing with that skull, see if I can get it to do anything.
Of course. Oh, the skull. Now it's ancient, very, very ancient. And it has this blinking red chip on it. Well, light. And it's hard to discover, but you can see on the inside of the skull, when you look inside, whatever this thing is that's implanted on the skull goes into the inside, and from in there, it goes to like, a flat metallic looking thing on the inside of the skull, like a piece of tinfoil with circuitry on it and stuff. It's technology. But it seems to be working. There's a light blinking, but you're not sure what it does. Actually, you can give me a a DC check. It's a long shot. It's a DC 15, and so you use your intelligence modifier with a D20, and you can kind of and you can pick whichever character you want out of your 4 to
Okay.
because you're all kind of looking at it, and the bees are almost done. So
we take a look at it and we're not getting anything, I don't think.
right, and unless you want to burn quite a bit of luck,
No.
of course you'd have to burn 6 luck, which would be nasty. But so for the moment, you're kind of shrug, and it's your call. What you guys want to do?
What are we doing, guys? Going towards the well?
And there's a big door, and it looks trippy. Like the door doesn't really fit in with the rest of the hive, so to speak.
But we don't immediately see a way to open it, do we?
You haven't really looked at it. Haven't investigated it.
I will investigate the door as we walk towards the well. I mean, it's on the way, right?
Yeah, and you want to walk by the door. You see the door is made from an unknown material. It must be from the ancients or something. It's just kind of fixed into the wall of the cavern, like the cavern was built perhaps around it. And on the left side panel, there's an actual blinking light. And who's carrying the skull?
At this point, it's Wheels.
So you're close by there. You see the blinking light on your skull goes solid suddenly, and the blinking light on the door goes solid.
Oh. I'll move the skull towards the door, like close to the panel.
The door opens. And it goes up into the ceiling. And
Let's rush in.
Anywhere, yeah, anywhere's better than here at the moment.
right, give me a moment. Now, what greets you on the other side is a lot of heat. Lots of heat suddenly hits you as you realize there's a large ravine, cavern that's cutting, and way down below, like way down below, hundreds and hundreds of feet, must be a source of incredible heat, possibly even from the bowels of this planet. I'll read out a little section here in a minute. The doorway before you opens into a huge chasm with a bright glowing river of lava far below you. Even from this distance, you can feel the heat blasting upward. And on the other side of the cavern, about 50 feet across, you see a similar opening. The only bridge between these openings is comprised of 3 thin structures of some strange wet substance.
Oh, I'm going through the door. Rushing
Yep.
through.
Sleaze will make a whistle through his little mouth hole and rush right behind you with the rest of my cohort.
Excellent. So the bridge starts, you're pretty well stepping onto the bridge when you go through the door, right?
Mhm.
And it's, as you step onto it, you realize it's covered in like a tacky sort of substance. The ants probably can move on them pretty easy, but you realize that it's not so easy for normal, or not so normal, unless one of you is a insectoid. But it's not impassable. It's just a bit treacherous. You realize you have to be quite careful. The bridge is wide enough to, basically, it's not very wide. It's, about maybe 10 feet wide at the most. Give me just a second here. It is pretty sticky though.
Is it
And
bouncy at all? Like, does it seem like it's like if you walk on it hardly, it's gonna go ba-boing, ba-boing, or does it seem solid?
give me one moment. It's fairly solid, but it seems organic. Like it seems something more that was made by the ants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some sort of resin or something they used. You figure it's going to take a little while to get across, because as you start to make your way across, you actually have to make a strength check to see if you can unfix yourself, because you realize you put one foot down, it sticks pretty good and you can pull it off, but then the other one is stuck. You know what I mean? So you get in
Yeah.
this, uh-oh, and then all of a sudden you put your hand down accidentally and you're like, oh dear, and heaven forbid, and so on. So I'm assuming, is everybody going to cross or attempt to cross?
Yeah, my guys are going to.
Yep. Likewise.
Got it.
He has nowhere else to go, so we don't have much choice. I would just do like maybe 2 people on the bridge at a time, maybe. We don't want to. We don't know how strong it is particularly.
Interesting. Okay, so you estimate now the way it's going to go. We're going to have to do some rolling here. All right. It's going to take you 3 rounds to get across at least, just because of you're slowed down to 20 feet per round, and it's roughly about 60 feet to the other till you're across the bridge completely. So everybody has to make, and this will take a little bit. If you're all just simply going to go across, there doesn't seem to be anybody here, so you're going for it, I assume.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so everybody has to make a strength check. So you get your strength modifier on a D20, and it is a DC 10. If you do not get 10 or above, you're stuck. And so everybody has to roll for a while, and I have to roll every round. So first, let's do for round 1. So we're heading across. Everybody roll.
Does Wheels 4 legs have any added benefit to him getting across the bridge?
No.
Okay.
No and no. So you want to roll high. Want to get 10 or above.
3 out of 4 my guys make it.
Okay, so the one person is stuck at the first stage. And the rest get to halfway. And I'll get to you in a moment. I just have to make a roll. Oh, come on, game. Give me a hard time.
My 3 make it as well this round.
All right. Yeah, you had 1 casualty. I can show actually a neat picture.
Oh man, that's horrible. Only one of my guys made it.
Oh dear. So here's a picture of the kind of scenario, what you see. You're like, ooh.
Yeah,
So anybody who made it, that's fine. I just have to make a quick roll here because of random encounters. Interesting. Okay, so I'll assume most people are halfway across. Anybody who didn't make it all the way across are sort of stuck. Now you can attempt to free yourself, of course. You have to make next round, you have to make another DC 10. So it's a bit complex, and I'll ask that you keep track of who's gone across and who hasn't, because I forgot to. No encountered. Okay, so this round there's no encounters, no ants show up or anything, and it seems okay. Now, anybody who's stuck has to make a strength check to move forward to the middle. Anyone who's in the middle or has moved forward 1, their strength check to see if they move forward again, if you follow.
Okay, so we can make those now.
Yes, go ahead, everybody. Make your strength checks. Same thing. Anyone who fails is stuck. So I'm going to write 3 columns here a minute and just keep track of it.
All my guys failed. Every single one.
3. Oh dear. So your characters are going to be stuck in the middle. Okay.
Doc is stuck in the back too.
Bob's in the middle. Oh, which one of your characters stuck in the back?
Doc.
Okay. So nobody made it? Okay, Alan, who made it?
Looks like Sleaze is stuck
All right, Sleaze.
this round.
Got it. And the rest made it? Okay, Brad, you've got some characters who have to try to break free, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, looks like you're rolling good.
So I got a 20 and a 15. So
far, so good.
Made it, and the other one I rolled a 9.
Now you can burn a luck.
Oh, wait a minute, I didn't put my my strength modifier.
Yep,
Oh, okay, so
minus or plus.
Oh, okay, so I can, so it'll be 11 then.
All right, so your characters have broken free and have made it to the first stage, we'll say Brad. And one of your characters succeeded. Who succeeded to get to the middle originally?
That was the human.
Okay, human. All right, I got a chart here going just so you know. I didn't realize it get a bit complicated. So this will be now the second round, and we'll start with Bob. Go ahead and roll your
All right.
strength. We'll do it in order, and then I'll know a better idea. Now roll first for Doc to see if he can break free and get to the middle. Now you can help somebody who's broken free if you want to take the time to help them break free. You can add +2 to their roll.
Doc is staying behind, I guess. He rolled a 2.
Got it? Oh dear. All right.
Who's closest to him?
The 3 of them are all in the middle. The rest of the 3.
Yeah.
They're not gonna go back and help him. That is Toj. He moves forward.
Got
in
it.
the middle.
Okay.
And then here's for my other 2.
So Toj will be at the last stage. If he makes the next one, he's across. Okay.
Okay. Taj made it to the next stage.
Okay. Taj is at the third stage.
And Wills is still in the middle.
Okay. And Wheels is in the middle. Okay. And then Doc is still stuck.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Alan, go ahead. Start with Sleaze, who's stuck on the
Sleaze
first
is
stage.
stuck. He's
Here.
still stuck.
Oh darn. Okay. Your other 2 characters, Alan, or your 3, I guess. Your rat. Somebody could be carrying the rat. Who's carrying the rat? Because the rat would get stuck just like freaking mouse tape. Ouch.
We'll say the rat's sitting on Sleaze's shoulder.
Okay.
Roja is successful, and then Bob is also successful. So Sleaze
Everyone
is
else.
stuck back at stage 1.
So Alan, the rest of your characters are moved on to the last stage. They're at the end of the, and I've been rolling every round, by the way, for something that could happen, but you guys have been lucky. So far it's smooth. So Brad, go ahead. Let's see did you roll already?
For this round?
No, not for this round. So go ahead. You have your human purebreds in the middle.
Man.
Uh-oh.
Roll 20 has it out for me.
Who's your last character?
That is the human.
Okay, the human made it to the end.
You have no problem. Yeah, he's just.
And all the
I don't
rest
know
are
if he could cross.
still stuck at the first stage, Brad, I think, right?
Yeah.
Darn.
No,
Okay, so
no, I made it to the second. I made it to the middle.
okay, so
Yeah.
oh, let me correct that. So we have Doc and Sleaze who are back at the front, or at the back. Then we have Wheels and Brad's 3 characters stuck in the middle. Then we have Taj, Alan, and Brad's pure strain human. Do you have a name for that pure strain human?
Jake.
Brad? Jake. Okay.
The
Jake.
Manimal's called Moss. The Mutant is called Handy. That's
Moss.
his nickname. And the Plantian is
Handy.
Acorn.
Handy. Acorn. Nice. Acorn. Okay. Sorry. Jake was his name?
Yeah.
Okay. So Jake has made it over there with Taj, and Alan. Okay, round 3. Pardon me, we have to do this again, gentlemen. Let's start with the guys at the very end. Taj, Alan's characters, and Jake. See if they can actually get across. Unless you guys have other ideas, you want to do something else, of course.
Did you say Toj was up there?
Yes, Taj,
Toj and
Alan's, I think a few of his characters, everybody but Sleaze.
Yeah,
Toj.
Roja and Bob are up there.
I'm gonna burn some luck to get Taj across there.
2 luck.
Yeah, 2 luck.
So
Brings me down
Toj
to
and
10.
Taj are across. Made it. Oh, geez. Okay,
Roja tries to follow.
got it.
She gets stuck at that end. And Bob likewise tries to follow, and he's successful and joins Bob's other characters.
Got it. And then roll for Sleaze to see if
Sleeves way back there finally unsticks himself and
moves
starts
on.
to he trumpets in triumph
Dude,
and
neat.
moves to the next sticky spot.
I guess the rat can talk to him in his telepath, right?
He's cheering him on. You can do it. You
Yep.
can do it all.
Better
He's
tell
just
that
like the
rat.
he's
Bob.
just like the guy. He's like, you can do it.
Excellent. Doc, did you try to get across, or are we still stuck?
Doc needs to try to do that. Let me roll for him, and I need to roll for Wheels as well. Oh, finally, Doc moves.
So Doc moves to the middle.
And then
Wheels is in the middle.
Surge of
Wheels
strength.
moves to the near the end.
Wheels is near the end. Excellent. So some of you are getting out. I keep rolling every round, by the way, to see if somebody shows up. But
We're getting
so
lucky.
far, yeah, 3 rounds I've rolled over. But anyway, 4th round. And pardon me for a bit of this repetition here. It's more about to see if you can get across and without getting stuck and taken. So we'll start with Bob. Let's move through to see if Doc can finally break free.
Okay, Doc moves to the near the end,
Nice.
and Wheels gets clear.
So Wheels, whoever gets clear is actually in this near that intersection over here, by the way. And there's a lot of heat and weird smells over here, this area. It's like, you're like, whoa, this is interesting. Anyone else, Bob?
I think that's all my characters are
So
there.
Alan,
Right? Toj and Taj.
let's see if Sleaze can move on from area 2, second, with the rat. And Sleaze is on the last stage. And your other characters, you had Roja was stuck. So Roja can try get unstuck and join the freebies. So Roja's unstuck and joins the freebies. Well done. Who else? Anyone else left, Alan?
8. Oh,
Yeah, you're 2 as well, Brad. I think Alan's done as far as I know. Okay, Brad, go ahead. Let's see if we can get some characters free here.
I'm sorry, I was talking to you, but I was muted. Just Sleaze is left on the bridge now.
Okay. Oh, Brad, nice roll. So Jake is free, right?
Jake is free and Moss is free.
Moss is free. Okay. And now last, or potentially last round, we still have Wheels, Doc, Sleaze are stuck in the middle. Or not stuck, but moving through the middle.
Oh, Doc
then-
and Wheels got to near the end.
Okay, they're on this. Oh yeah, I did write that there. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Just double checking. Yeah, good call. And Sleaze is at the end. Everybody's almost at the end except for one of Brad's characters, I think.
That's
All right.
Doc.
Good job. Okay, yeah,
If I
go ahead.
the
Make
next rolls.
That's
I'll
Wheels.
be free.
Yes, I think most of you will be free if you make your rolls next round, and some of you already are free.
Yep, we're all clear, my guys. Thank you.
Nice. Good work, good work. Now, where is the third
This is gonna
character?
burn 2 luck to get free.
And to your relief, I kept rolling. Is anybody stuck on the bridge then? I don't think
My
any-
2 of my characters are right at the last stage. They
Okay,
need
so let's,
last
and
stage.
again, I rolled, basically I rolled a 1 or a 2, but that hasn't happened. I've rolled 4s and 5s and 6s. And so go ahead, Brad, as the rest of you guys are, I guess, cheering them on or whatever. And a couple of you had a bit of time to discover that you're at an intersection, of course. And I'm trying to, and I'll expose a bit more. Now, you realize that you can use the mushrooms with that purple glow to give you a bit of sight and whatnot. So go ahead, Brad, and anyone else who is at the end of the bridge, there's one last attempt to get the stragglers.
Man, no, they're both stuck fast.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Can I burn luck to break free?
A lot of luck you would have to
Yeah.
burn too much, I think. Well, you could. You'd have to burn 9 luck on one and 7 on the other. All right, but give me one moment here. Okay, the door over here is still open, by the way. And it closes. You're like, oh, okay. And then you see coming, no, actually, you guys have cleared the bridge. Okay, the door does open again and some ants come onto the bridge. Pardon me, I misphrased that. So give me a second here, guys. I just have to get organized. That was quite a roll fest. Okay, so Brad, all right, you're at the end. So I'll say you pull him free and you guys get into this hallway. And just as you do so, this door opens over here and you see 4 worker ants go onto the bridge, and they move pretty quick across the bridge. They can skitter across it pretty fast. And they're just as you're freeing, actually, they'll be across the bridge and reach Brad's stuck characters next round. Because Brad still has 2 characters stuck. And they seem to be, they're coming towards you, the whole party.
Doc is gonna take out his bow and start firing at those ants.
All right, let's roll initiative. And the door closes behind the ants, thankfully. It just seems to be 4 of them. And they're pretty quick, but let's roll initiative. So you roll 1 initiative for your group. And I'm going to take 3 minutes, everybody, and get a drink of water and go to the washroom real quick.
Good idea.
And then I'll get our initiatives and we'll start.
I'm back. Are we back?
I am.
Darren, I think you're muted.
Okay, sorry, I got drawn into some reading there. I was just waiting actually for prompt. So who's back? Everybody?
Yep.
All right, so I got some initiatives here. Brad, I need yours still. And Alan,
Do I get one more chance of getting 3 before they make it to us?
no, on this round you will, if you beat their initiative, because they're quick. But their initiative was 17. So Alan, okay. And Brad, 15. Unfortunately, none of you are going to beat the ants. And so who is trapped on the bridge? Actually, a quick reminder, that would be Brad.
That would be Acorn and Handy.
And Handy. Okay, what the ants do is 2 of them run up to you. 2 of them ignore you and go past you toward the rest of the group. Now I just have to quick look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Their movement's pretty fast, but I think it's 30, which is they won't be able to reach. Actually, I'll roll that because you guys were kind of defending yourself. So you can shoot your arrow on your turn, of course. Now, one of these ants goes up to Acorn and attempts to spit in his face.
How
All
rude.
right.
Rude.
Yeah, rude.
Fuck this ant.
Yeah, and these ants are big. Like they're probably as long as a person, at least. Just give me 1 second here. Yeah, they have the saliva that it spits at you. And what is your AC?
Well, whatever the base AC is 10, right?
Plus your agility modifier.
That agile. No. Oh, actually,
Okay,
Handy
you
has
have
a +1 modifier.
to make a will save as this thing spits in your face.
Hmm. Do any of these guys get any bonuses on any of those, or is it just straight up?
I was looking at that, and as far as I know, it's pretty strict up. It says here, even plantians.
Okay.
Yeah. So it spits in your face, and you right away get the smell and flavor of that original stuff that the bee gunk had washed off. And you made your save both times. You rolled twice.
I don't know. I think I will.
Yeah, you have to. Okay, you made it both.
15
You
was
rolled.
something else.
Okay, so you have to make another one now. If it goes, the other one goes up to Handy and spits in his face.
15.
Nice.
And you might have ducked enough that it didn't. You realized that you didn't inhale it or get it in your mouth, and you managed to wipe it away quickly. But the other 2 go around you, and they're going to attack. One of your characters, Alan, who has the lowest. Actually, I'm going to roll this time. You have 3 characters left, Alan.
I do.
Okay.
Sleaze, Roja, and Bob.
Your 3rd character.
Bob.
And same thing, make a will save. So if you have any modifiers to your will, which I think is personality
Will
modifier.
+1. Oh, wait.
And this one of them surprisingly runs up and spits in your face, or tries to.
1d20.
And then one of your characters, you have 4 characters still, Bob?
Yep.
Okay, let me roll to see which one of yours. The other one runs up to your 2nd character, and that character has to make a will save.
Oh no, that's Doc. Okay.
Trying to get 8 or above.
Okay.
Try dodge.
good.
He fails. He fails his save.
Okay. So you kind of blank out. So which character was that? Pardon me.
That was Doc.
So Doc, you are now charmed by this ant, and it says kill. So next round, you're going to be turning on your former friends.
Oh no.
Now that was the ants went first. We now have Brad who got a 15. So Brad, your characters see this happen. These two ants ran up, spat on you. Now you're fixed to the. Were they stuck? Yeah, they were stuck.
Yeah.
So you're -2, or you're -1 on the dice chain. Pardon me. So you're rolling a d16 instead of a d20, as long as you're stuck. Now, pardon me, if you try to do something while you're stuck. Now, if you try just to break free, you can make a strength check to try to break free.
Yeah.
And it's, yeah, pardon me. So your choice. You can fight or flee.
I'm going to pretend to be under the ant's power.
Oh, wow, good call. Both your characters?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if both of them would necessarily get the idea, but Handy does.
He could, well, I could say, now, not to metagame, but you could say
Or Handy
pretend.
could say some of the other characters say, "Hey,
Yeah.
we're under their control, right?"
Yeah, pretend, because the ants don't speak English, or I mean, it's not English.
Yeah, they wouldn't understand what we're saying.
Terran.
Pretend that we're zombified, or try to get some sort of recollection of how we acted when we were all.
Oh, very
messed up.
clever. Okay, so you can make a. I'll get you real quick to make a personality dice check. So you have to get 5 or above, and if you succeed with personality, so if you have personality modifier, you add it to 20-sided, and then if you get 5 or above, you succeeded in tricking the ants.
Oh, one did, one didn't.
Now you can burn luck, of course.
I'll burn luck.
All right, so you have to burn 3 luck. And I'll keep track of that on your piece of paper.
Yeah.
But I'm rewarding you a luck point for thinking of that and doing that.
Yeah.
So each year, or that character gets a luck point.
You're under your control.
Okay, pardon me. So Brad, you had a character that was unstuck though, at least one, right?
2 that are unstuck, yeah.
Jake or Moss?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
what are they up to?
They both got spears, so they can. We're gonna team up on one ant.
Nice.
Stick it.
Now, if you go out to help your other characters, you might get stuck. Okay.
Yeah. At this point, I don't think I really need to. I think we're too busy. Yeah.
Got it.
I'm just gonna try to attack it. We're gonna gang up on one of the ants. See if we can open.
Go for it. Give me a modify with your strength modifier. You go in there and whoa, and the ants are there. They're fast. Eh? They're biting and spitting. Well played. A dirty 20.
No.
Unless you burn luck, the other one will miss. But roll damage.
How much do I need to hit him?
Good question. Good question. That would be the workers have an AC of 14. Ooh, that exoskeleton. You'd have to burn 5, which is pretty steep.
No, I won't worry about it for now. But the other guy hit.
Yep. Damage. So unless you have found a weapon or something, your D3 damage.
Yeah. No, I got a spear.
All right. So that's D6.
6. Whoa.
Oh, excellent. So how do you kill this thing, Brad?
And jab right through its abdomen and just reef on it and just rip its gut bag open.
Well played. So you get an XP.
It's going to you.
Experience point for you. And the 2 people that pretended successfully get an experience point each. Pardon me. And whoever made it across the bridge gets an XP.
Nice.
Brad, who's left? You are done,
My
right?
other guy missed.
Got it. So now we move on.
Under their spell, quote unquote.
Yeah, that's cool. And it seems to be working. Bob.
My turn.
Yes, sir.
So I'm in kill mode, or at least Doc is, right?
Yeah, kill or be killed.
Okay. I'm gonna roll randomly to see who I fire at, if that's okay with everybody else.
Oh yeah.
Do what you do.
Now your other characters can go first, but they might not. Zant ran up, spat in Doc's face, and then he suddenly.
I don't think they realize anything.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna roll to see what group I attack. That's your group. Brad.
Okay, so he probably. I'll let you decide. Go ahead. How do you attack?
Well, they're on the bridge still, right?
Right?
Well, he was aiming towards the bridge, so I feel like it makes sense if he fires at one of the
Shoots.
guys, the poor guys still on the
Oh
bridge.
no. Well, unfortunately, there's not much to be done. Go ahead and
Yeah.
fire. What's your AC, Brad? And which one do you shoot at? Do you want to random it or
Yeah, it can be random.
go ahead and then
1d2.
it's either acorn or handy.
Acorn then.
Acorn.
Acorn.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
1d20, and I do have a.
You're just
bonus.
not yourself today.
Hey. I'm gonna burn some luck. No, I'm just kidding.
However, you have a 50% chance of attacking one of the worker ants because they're attacking, they're in melee with that person. And in this game, if you shoot in a melee and miss, you have a 50% chance of rolling attack again on whoever it hits.
Okay, so
If you get under 50, you hit one of the ants or shot at one of the ants.
100. Hey,
Go ahead, roll an
So-
attack on one of the ants.
nice.
Oh no, master!
14. Is that
That
hit?
will, that is a hit. They have 14 AC.
Nice. That's a
we
d6.
Oh, that just hits. Yep.
1 point
Oh,
of damage.
1 point damage. And the ant, well, it just doesn't do much. Clips it.
Yeah. But in response to that, noticing that Doc is trying to.
But he didn't because he shot the ant.
Oh yeah, he did shoot the ant. All right, Doc,
But
everything's all right.
Give me I'll let you roll a intelligence DC just because you kind of a bit in on this. You know a bit of this. So we'll give it a 10 intelligence check. So, so you roll
Okay.
a 20-sided with your
I
intelligence
do
mod.
have
If you
it.
get,
Yeah. You have one of those.
then you'll realize. Okay, you don't.
No, that's not
Nope.
happening.
No, Doc's
All right,
fine.
Doc. Yeah, Doc. Good job. But the rest of them are going to let's see. Toj is going to attack the one that's on Alan's character.
Right.
So he's gonna make that roll. 12. I'm assuming doesn't hit.
Unless you burn luck.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll burn luck. Yeah, that'll
Okay.
be worth it.
2
I
luck.
think. Let me mark that off real quick.
Yeah, I haven't been marking stuff, so.
7.
And I've been rewarding luck for stuff, but yeah.
And that is a D5.
Nice.
Because it's with a spear. 3 damage to the one on
Ooh.
Alan.
And you dispatched it as you drive your spear into its head
Nice.
and pin it down. You get an
And-
XP.
Thank you.
Oh, sweet. XP. The other 2 characters are going to, or at least the first one is going to, Taj is going to focus on the ant in front of us. 12. I'm gonna burn luck. I have plenty of luck.
2 luck.
2 luck. I'm down to 8. I have plenty of luck. I'm just gonna keep on spending it.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah, it's
the ant might
infinite.
kill you next round, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like, that's what it's there for, I guess.
5 plus 1. 6.
Wow. So how do you dispatch that one?
That's gonna be, what is it, with a wooden spear? Yeah, he's just gonna poke it right through the abdomen.
And its head pops off cleanly too. Might want to keep that maybe. Anyway, anyone left in your crew? It seems you killed the 2 that went around.
Wheels is still alive. Can Wheels try to help one of Brad's characters get off the bridge?
Yes. So first of all, you have to make a strength DC to see if you don't get stuck, and then you make, and then when the 2 of you get back, you have to make, each of you has to make another one.
Well, this round I should be able to make a chance to get free, right? I haven't done anything
Yeah,
yet.
if you're not attacking, yep.
Okay, do that now.
Actually, you can do an action and move, but if you want to try break free, that takes, yeah. So go ahead and make your action, see if you can break free.
I get stuck. Wheels get stuck.
Unless you burn a luck.
Let me see how much luck I have. Yeah, that's just 1 point, right?
Yep.
I'll use the luck.
I got a 37. I got to do handsprings on there. That's weird.
Oh shit.
Um.
D20.
Oh, because you
Brad.
have exploding dice on.
Oh well, the fates are with you, Brad, as you break free.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, as an option, I exploding dice were on as an option.
Yeah. So Wheels is going to. Is one of them still stuck, Brad?
Yeah, the plant guy.
Okay, so
Acorn.
he's gonna try to help Acorn break free.
Well,
Good. All right. And Acorn's like, no, stop, no, please stop. So go ahead and make a DC 10, or no, actually Brad rolls a DC with +2, or no, he with +2 dice modifier, Brad. So you roll a 30-sided die, which is, or no,
Fine.
24, or which the next one? What's in between the 20? It's 24-sided?
Yeah, I think 24. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you do the break
24-sided.
dice?
Yeah, so I can roll for you, or you can use the /R space D 24. Or you just go side 20 plus 2 is actually a quick way to do it if you just want to don't have funky dice.
60.
Yeah. All right, so you pull them free and you're all off the bridge, but the ants are still there, the two survivors, and they're of course aggressively rushing forward, spitting people in the face.
I'm seeing if we have a source of flame, you can see if this stuff's flammable.
That would take a lot of fire.
It's
Yeah. Where were we? So that was, we're on to Alan, I think.
So
If
they're
you're
still on the bridge.
No, everyone's been pulled off.
I mean, the
right?
ants, the
The ants.
spitters.
Yeah, but they aren't affected by the sticky.
I'm gonna move around the corner towards where I think it says A6, so that I'm not in spit line
Okay, back up.
of the ants.
Okay. Because, yeah, they're 15, 20 feet in front of you. So you back up a bit over here. All your characters
Yeah.
sort of back up a bit.
Yep.
Got it. And that's the end of the round. So let's roll a quick 20 for initiative. Al, things went quite well that round, except Doc, unknown to all, is, well,
Zombified.
zombified. So Doc, you
And-
roll initiative as well, right?
Oh, separately.
Yeah.
Will do.
And we pretty much think that he's on our side because he shot the ant.
So Alan got a 10. Bob got a 9. And
Doc got
Brad,
a 16.
4. Doc got a 16.
Excellent.
Okay. And the ants get a 8 plus 2, 10. So we got a tie between Alan and the ant. Make a luck check, Alan. See if you go first. Pick whoever you want. Take the luck check. We'll just do that for brevity's sake.
Nope.
Okay, so the ants will go before you, Alan, unfortunately. That ties you. Okay, you'll go after Bob. So Doc's first.
Hi, sweet. Doc says in a monotone voice, "Must kill my friends." And he's going to draw a bow. I'm gonna roll it randomly again. See how I attack. One is me.
Turn and shoot somebody. Don't.
Okay, Brad, that's you again.
Oh, jeez. All right, so now you want to random
D4.
again? He's got 4 characters, I think.
What's your first character, Brad?
Yeah, that's Acorn.
Acorn.
He's
Oh,
attacking
okay.
Acorn again. Must
Yeah.
kill Acorn, he says in a monotone voice.
A plant freak should not exist.
Yeah.
Fine. Luckily, he misses again.
Again, so raise 2 arrows unless the one's
Yep.
gone. This one might be salvageable. But anyway, so Doc's done and the ants go first. And now I roll 50% for each to see whether they spit or bite. So the first guy, if he rolls under 50, is gonna, oh, fuck. I guess that's not under 50. So he goes to bite. One of Alan's characters, you have 3 characters, Alan?
I do.
Okay. Character 2.
That's Roja.
Oh, but you moved back, Roja. Your group
I
moved
did.
back. You're right.
But they might be like dogs or something. They see somebody running away and they just
1,
chase
2,
after
3, 4.
immediately.
And you know what? They can climb right up the ceiling and walls. These ants. So it just, you were like, ah, scared as this thing comes scooting around and goes to bite you this time. One of your, ooh, 18. That's will hit. Did I roll? Oh yeah, I rolled. Did I roll to see who it attacked?
Yep, it's hitting Roja.
Oh right. And give me a second as this ant comes forward and let's check out damage real quick. A minute. 1d4 plus 1. 4 points damage.
Roja gets eviscerated.
Oh geez. No, the red mutant.
Can't lick his arm in time.
No, this it bit him. It's 50-50 if this time if it bites or spits.
No, but I mean that healing stuff.
Oh, he's dead.
Too late.
Yeah, it's spread it on his stump of his head, I guess. Yeah, so we got another person down. Whoa, neeks. Okay, the other ant, if I roll under 50, it spits. If I roll over 50, it bites. I rolled under, so it goes to spit. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Brad, one of your characters. Now, 2 of your characters are pretending.
Yeah.
So that doesn't bother. Who's left? Handy? So Handy,
Yeah.
I guess it goes to spit in Handy's face. Oh, wait, you have to make a will check. Oh, it definitely spit in your face. Mouth to mouth. I didn't have to roll for that. You just make a will check. Oh, you definitely
dead.
make your will
Nice.
check. And you're on to this. Now, I'll give you a luck point, Brad. And you know now that spit is like, it's because you know Doc is turned and everybody's kind of cluing in to Doc. He's bumbling
Yeah, somebody's
still.
acting a little weirder
Must
than usual.
kill.
Where are we now? Okay, the ants are done. And it's all your guys' turn, starting with Alan.
Bob's gonna grab a honey dose off of Roja's body and run over to Bob and like shove it in his face, just straight into his mouth hole.
All right. That's a good call. Smear. I'll give if you succeed on a dexterity DC of 10, you pull all that off.
All right, Bob's dex is
See.
+0. A 19, that's pretty good.
Wow. So you're like, sorry, Rojas's head is snipped off or something. And you run up and smear it on Bob's face.
Yeah,
Or, I mean,
Doc
Doc's.
gets a honey load to the face.
Oh,
And Sleaze
Doc
is-
does?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Doc's
pardon
over
me,
here
Doc.
talking about killing acorn and stuff, and we figured out the honey works kind of good. So he's gonna run up and smear it all over Doc.
Excellent. I'm going to give you a luck point.
And then
Do it.
Sleaze is gonna grab his club that he pulled out of the refuse pile and whack on the dude that just killed Roja.
Okay. Nice. They have 14
are
AC.
close.
These tough exoskeletons.
But he misses wildly. He just
Ooh.
bashes on to the ground and he just sits there.
Yeah.
And that'll be me.
That's it. Now it's going to be Bob's turn.
Okay. So it's just my 3 characters.
Now, Doc, you're going to get another will save, and it's going to be only a 5, by the way. Actually, we can do that now to see if it works.
We can do that now. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Just have to beat a
Uh,
5.
20 plus.
See if it works. Is smearing this jelly on you. He did get it on you, but you're not cooperating.
13.
So you're shaking your head and you come out of this weird daze again, but we'll go with that. And then, yeah, the rest of your characters.
Let's see. So Toja is going to attack the nearest ant. I'm assuming that's the one fighting Brad's characters.
Sure. So you can pick either one because they're now amongst you. They kind of ran in and
Okay.
using ceilings and walls to.
I'll attack that one then. Miss.
Ooh, okay.
And then Taj is going to attack the same one. Miss.
No.
And then finally Wheels. Wheels is going to attempt to kill. Oh, dang. Okay.
Darn. All
Sorry,
right,
guys.
and Brad, it's up to you now.
Alrighty. Well, all my characters are free. The characters that were pretending that they were under the ant's influence are probably being ignored by the ants, so they're going to sneak up behind one of the ants and do like a back attack on it.
I will give you a +2 for that because yes, they are ignoring you. They think you're a good guy.
Yeah.
And now let's start. Oh yeah, go ahead. Roll damage as you run in there and
So 6 altogether.
So you killed one of them.
Yeah.
Get an XP. Do you have any characters left?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So Moss is gonna attack one of the nearest one, and he's got a +2 strength modifier. Whoa! All right.
Oh, interesting. I'm going to give you a luck point just because.
And max damage.
And you get a crit roll. Now, it's might not be necessary because roll your damage and then roll. I think you roll a die 4 on the crit table when you're peons. And
4.
so this thing only has 2 hit points left.
Wow!
As
Roll
you
max.
Squish it, and its yellow innards spray around, and it is dead. Now you get an XP, of course, as it's quiet again. Holy!
Nice, good job. So, who died during that? Just one of us?
Roja.
Dang. Rest in peace. Does he have anything?
Yeah, it's looting, of course.
Rest in peace. Let's let the party.
She did. She
Well, we gotta
she
do
had
what we
failed
gotta
her
do.
roll, so all she had found was a D6 spear,
Okay.
and she
Die
had a
6
honey
weapon.
dose. Well, I apologize. It's a D5 spear.
And you use the honey dose.
Yes, the honey dose is used, but the spear is still there.
So another character down. But we're still
The funnel's
optimistic. Yep. This-
Sorry, which way are we going, guys?
working. Sleaze will let out a mournful.
Who's carrying the skull, by the way, or has it with them?
That is still Wheels.
Okay.
Is it blinking?
So you're at an intersection. Appears to be another intersection up ahead.
Well, since we can see kind of a number, I say we just go down to A6.
Yeah, sure. I'm okay with that. Well, there's certainly
For-
something there.
For want of better excuse, sounds good to me. Wait me 1 second. Okay, as you approach from the rough-hewn corridor, you hear a deep, loud throbbing. A light mist hangs in the warm, humid air, and looking through this mist, you see a 6-foot-tall, white domed structure in the center of the room, with a hole at its central tip from which the steam issues. And there's an odd smell to the steam.
Does it look like it's like made out of rock, or does it look organic?
It looks like something of the ancients. But the top, oh, good call, Brad. Give me a intelligence DC check of 10. Because you notice something is odd about the dome. You see the circle on the map there? There's a structure in the middle of the room. And you can't really see the back of the room because of the mist and stuff. And I'm assuming you guys have come to the entrance here.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're moving down
Yeah.
here, and we're kind of, yeah, okay, so move your own avatar. You should be able to control the avatars. Let me know if you can't.
So I rolled an 18.
Oh, well played. There's something, the actual bottom part of the sphere seems to be something from the ancients, and it's coming from below. And it seems that they built this chamber, the ant people built this chamber for a purpose, because the top part of the dome seems to move a little bit and looks organic, and it looks like little bumps and tiny mounds. It almost looks like it's wriggling, like there are larvae
Well,
clustered
somebody say
on top of
larvae.
the dome. Now, you haven't quite gone into the room yet. You're still at the entrance, but you can make that out.
Just checking it. Yeah.
Yeah, the contents of the back of the room are unknown, but something from below is making this thrumming that's going through the whole room. You kind of feel it. It's like
I mentioned it to
metagaming.
these other guys, kind of my revelation there. I'm like, yeah, that seems like there's some sort of thing underneath here, but it looks like the ants like built something on top.
So there's a hole at the top?
Yes, and in the dome itself, there's a little hole in the top, and all this stuff wriggling is around it.
Can I climb up it?
Be careful.
You can try, yeah.
All right, Tosh is gonna try to climb up it to the hole.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything or hang back?
Prepare me sling and blowgun.
One of my guys, Bob, will go up with Tosh.
Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, give me. It's a little tricky. It's a little high up, and it's hot, but not too hot to climb. But it's very hot, and then there's the moisture, the humidity is coming out of that hole in the center. And as you start climbing up, the two of you around this large, it's probably about 15 feet across, at least 20 or more than like 20, 25 feet across this dome. You do realize the top is inhabited by these larvae. Apparently, have been put here because of the heat and the humidity. To gestate, perhaps. And as you're climbing up, they start to wiggle a little more agitated. Now give me dexterity DC checks of 10
Okay.
to see how deftly you climbed up. It's not a matter really of falling, perhaps.
All right,
Mhm.
Tosh
I'm-
fails.
Yeah, I fail as well. I'm just like mashing these things like cockroaches.
Okay, from your height, you can see a little bit more. The rest of the characters can't really see much. But you can see there's something on the other side of the dome. The other characters, pardon me, you can't see that. So whoever climbed up, however, you look at what catches your attention is the top of the dome seems to suddenly wriggle as I'd say hundreds, if not, well, dozens and dozens of these little teeth like lampreys. These maggots are probably about 2 feet long, some of them are longer, some are shorter, some are still eggs, but a bunch of them start to wriggle. And as you get to the top of the dome, there's a lot of heat and moisture, and there's a glow coming from below. You figure it might be tricky if going down. Well, anyway, these things start opening their mouths and closing them, and it reminds you of like a nest with birds. It's been suddenly, feeding time.
Hey, I have a flint fire starter. Is there anything flammable around here?
Oh, well, we'll get to that in a moment. Who's up on the dome?
Tosh's if he could climb up there with a 6.
Okay.
He at least
No,
could.
and you did, but you made noise,
Oh, okay.
and you were clunky, and you slipped.
Yeah, Tosh and my human.
Yeah, and your guys, Alan, you were just sloppy, and so I guess you quote woke them up, and they're expectantly turn and start to, the whole top part starts to wake up in sort of this domino effect. So
I
you
just
can-
start grape mashing. Just stomping my feet. Great mashing.
Oh, I see
Yeah,
on the
I'll join in on that. Yeah, Tosh will join in.
Oh dear, there's a lot of them. But let's roll initiative.
Okay.
So the rest of you, you see them climb up top, and then suddenly they're like, ah, and they climb up and are attempting to stomp now.
Oh, just to clarify, only one of my guys went up. The other dude
Okay.
stayed back down.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Tosh got a 2.
I admire his bravery.
Okay, now I'm gonna roll to see how many of these are gonna attack you, as well. So pardon me, Alan, you got rolled a 13 or for initiative. Now everybody else can roll for their group. We're just doing a basic initiative here. So Alan got a 13. Bob, Brad got a
13.
13. Okay. Bob, what'd you get?
2.
Oh, I thought you did roll that. Okay. Check. So these critters got, oh, they're minus. Oh, no, they're 0. Okay, 11. And you got a 2. So Alan and Brad are going first, and I will start with, you can decide who wants to go first, but you see that something's going on in the dome. They jump in there, and they're attacking something, it looks like. I'll let you decide who wants to go first, whether Alan, you want your character on the dome to go first.
My dome guy is gonna jump off of the dome, and I'm assuming that these things are kind of like milling about and stuff. He's just gonna start stomping on the ground around the dome, smashing on whatever
Oh, they're
lamprey
all
maggots
on,
happen to be around.
they're not on outside the dome. They're all in this like nest of the dome.
Oh, they're
Like if you picture
Oh,
this
it's not
dome
comprised
rises
of
out of
them?
the floor, the dome rises out of the floor about 7-8 feet. And then the top area is pretty large round, and that's filled up with maggots, basically larvae.
then I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm not gonna jump then. I'm just gonna sit there and stomp. I thought the whole thing was comprised of maggots.
No, the floor about the dome at the moment is clear. You happen to see a body, I think, though, in the south briefly.
I'm
So,
gonna just stomp and kill however many maggots the stomp will kill.
okay, so just be clear, that'll mean you're jumped into the dome, like in the top part, not into the hole, but into the nest part.
Well, I guess not. If they're just milling about inside the nest and I'm on the outside and not in danger of getting smashed or eaten by maggots, then I'll just hit them or whatever I need to do to attack a
Sure.
maggot.
Here, I'll draw it real quick, actually, and then I just did it wrong there. So there's this little, oh, no way. Pardon me. There's a little circle in the middle, and then the rest of the area is filled up with these maggots. And this area is all full of maggots.
Oh, this is gross, guys. And I'll smash a maggot with a 12.
Yes, and you definitely smash some maggots, so that's going to be one less that can counterattack. Anyone else in your group, Alan? I still can act, of course.
No, Sleaze down there is just gonna like squeal, and that's about it.
Got it. And then we'll have Bob, you're next. Oh, pardon me. No, Brad, you're next.
Okay, I'm gonna do some missile attacks. I'm gonna use a blowgun.
Now you can't attack these unless you're up on the dome.
Oh no? Okay.
Yeah, because
Well,
you're
we'll
down on
move
the
in
floor.
towards the bottom of the dome. Because we're like, what the hell's going on up there?
Sure. And you can climb the dome if you want as well, but that's your action.
And we'll wait at the bottom. Well, I guess we'll climb the dome. Either way, we gotta attack these things anyway. Climb up a little bit, like not all the way to the top, but
Preemptive strike.
kind of halfway up and say, ask buddy at the top, what's going on up there?
Ugh.
Retreat.
And you'll quickly realize, so you go ahead and this round you're going to climb up.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me make a couple rolls here.
Well, 2 guys will climb up and the 2 guys with missile weapons will stay at the bottom.
Okay. Brad. All right, so I just had a couple rolls, see how many there are for each of you, as they will start to spill out of the dome area looking for food and eat and things to latch on and chomp. So, Brad, you're done, and Bob, your turn.
Okay, so we'll start with Toj. How many does it look like are up there at the top that are
There's
like moving around?
a few dozen.
Few dozen.
Yeah.
Toj is going to go to the hole. He's gonna go to the hole in the dome.
Yeah, so he's up there already, right?
Yeah, and he's gonna go into the hole.
Okay.
I never
Gotta
used
Give me a
mash-
second.
Gotta mash them grapes. Gotta mash
So
them
you
grapes.
just so all right. I have to look that up real quick a minute because
never know, Mike. You get moved.
now the other characters won't know what happens in a way, right? Because you're gonna jump into the hole, or and I just give me a second. I have to look this up a minute. Give me a second. Now, if you picture that hole goes quite a ways down, just because you can tell as you get close, but there's these maggots around you. You'll have to make a DC check to see if you can get into the hole without being attacked.
Okay.
But actually, there's a picture of this. I should show you what. Actually, this isn't as vast as I thought. Pardon me. I found a picture I didn't realize I had. Can you guys see that?
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, that's.
It's not quite as I envisioned. I reread it and I realized that, oh, okay, hold on a
I
minute.
thought it was like huge.
Yeah, as did I. The scales threw me off. I reread
Okay.
it.
Can I not do that then? It looks
Yes.
like this.
So if you go in there, you'll just all these things.
Yeah.
So what happened? We'll say that once they sensed you, you went in there up close. Is what I reread it. Is what happens. And once they sense somebody, and if they're not being silent and stuff, which will take your rolls kind of fudge, these things start to pour over out toward food. All right. And the way it works is they just pour onto the ground in kind of a blob and move towards food, and like a couple dozen of them in a group. And that acts like sort of like an entity, a monster.
Okay.
Yeah. So pardon me. It's things, we'll retcon that a little bit. So we'll kind of restart in that, but it looked a lot bigger, that circle thing. And I was like, it looked like it was like 15, 20 feet across almost.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I was like, oh, okay, this thing's big, but it,
In that case, I do not sacrifice myself to the worms.
exactly. But there is a little hole in the middle that is, anyway. So,
Toj instead is going to he's gonna attack the worms. He's gonna like step back from the, like around here, and attack a glop of worms.
yes, and my bad too, because you could have moved around the room. Anyway, so you guys move into the room, and these things pour over the top to attack, and we'll go with that. So you attack them back. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
That's a miss for Toj, and
Splat.
I'm gonna go ahead and say everybody else attacks too. This is a missile attack from Doc.
Got it.
Miss. That's a lost arrow.
Wow, a larvae swarm has 16 AC,
Oh, yikes. Okay.
but it only has 1 hit point.
Hey, that hits then.
So if you manage to squish enough of them, I guess, because you're going grape guns, right? Squish. You crush it. Now, also, I rolled 1d4 for how many for each player. Okay.
Oh, that was the wrong thing. That was the wrong.
If you want, Alan, I'll assume that you killed one.
Okay.
All right, just to kind of retcon things. So,
Alright.
Alan, you're going to have 2 coming towards you. Bob, you have 4 coming toward you. And Brad, you had 2 coming towards you, okay?
All right.
Well, you're-
So Taj kills one.
Okay. So Bob's got 3 now as these things
Uh,
pour out. They're not super quick. You could probably run out of the room. Well, actually, I shouldn't metagame.
Wheels is going to attack next. He's gonna
Got it.
attack another one.
There's 3.
And
And you're just
miss.
chomping around and squishing these things, and there's and they're quick and slimy, and they got razor sharp little sphincter mouths.
It's
Mhm.
terrifying. All right, that's my turn.
They swarm you. Look out. All
Like
right, so
rat-sized leeches.
exactly. So let's roll initiative again, folks, as we're going on.
9.
9 for
Wait, I
Bob.
never attacked this round.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, yeah, you're right, actually. Go ahead, Brad. Yeah, because you said you were holding your action. So there's 2 blobs coming at you, Brad.
Okay, so I'm going to use the sling to try to hit it from a distance.
Oh, that'll miss because you're just.
I'm gonna burn 2. I'm gonna burn 2 luck.
All right, you just going nuts and you're firing away and peppering these things, and you destroy one of the blobs coming at you.
Okay,
There's just one now.
my other dude attacks.
Ooh, that's 1 shy of a hit.
Okay, well I'll burn 1 on that.
By the way, whoever kills one of these things, you get it. That character gets an XP. By the way, I'm retconning everybody.
Okay.
So you burn a luck, Brad. So you killed another one, Brad. You killed both the blobs coming at you. You just went nuts. And you can actually describe next time how you kill about 10 or 15 of these larvae.
Yeah, well the sling's going to go and just land in the middle of the splat.
They might be tasty. All right, so Bob, you got a 9 on the initiative. Alan, what'd you get? 11?
Yes.
Okay, Brad, roll initiative for me, please. And it looks like things are going well. Oh, the creature got a 13. And Brad got an 18. Okay. So Brad goes first, and then the larvae.
Right.
Brad, you're free for the moment of your threat, immediate threat,
Well, I'll shoot with my sling.
right? That will be a miss. And now I'll remind you again after you shot, though, careful shooting into melee.
Yeah.
Because you have to make a 50. Whose group did you shoot into?
Whichever one was closest to me.
Okay, so I'll roll randomly because that miss, you might have a chance of hitting a friendly. Shooting into melee, remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3. So that was Alan, one of your characters. Brad was shooting there. Now, Brad, make a roll D20 for me. Okay, he misses you. You see a sling go.
Sorry.
And I'm gonna say that was like Skis, who's still standing by the entrance of the room. He's just like, what?
What the hell?
I got a 17 with one of my other guys though,
Yeah,
so
blows the trumpet.
He just gotcha, as it
Yeah.
misses.
Fart noise.
I splattered one more of those because I got a 17.
Okay, yeah. And so that's when Al. So Al, you only have 1 attacking you now when it's your go. So Brad's done. We're moving to that would be the creatures are next. They got the next high. So we'll start with there's 3 attacking your characters, Bob. How many characters do you have?
I have 4. I have all 4.
Oh wow. Okay, so I'll just roll 3 attacks, and any of your characters have
What is the what
character
is that?
2. Character
Character
2 is the 10.
Then none of them hit.
Oh, okay.
He has
So
12.
that's that. And then there's 1 on Alan's character. And you have 3 characters, correct?
2.
2. Oh, shoot. Okay, 2. Darn. All right. So I'll odd or even it then. So odd, it's your first character. And that's even. So it's your second character as the blob things. Misses. Moot point. And actually, that's it for them. You guys killed almost all of them. There's only 4 left. 3 of them on Bob, 1 on Alan. And we'll just rotate the initiative over. All right, so all you have to do is get a hit. They have 1 hit point. We'll start with, we'll just, the same initiative, so that would be Brad. You go
Oh,
first.
I hadn't gone yet.
Oh, sorry, Bob. Yeah, I thought there was something bell going off in my head. I was like, go ahead, Bob.
Okay, I'll start making rolls.
And describe how you want to attack
Oh,
half a dozen or dozen.
yeah, this is Toj, and he's going to you know, basically like a pogo stick. Scorch
Who has
him
the
with a
4 feet?
spear.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. Yeah, we'll get there. But that's Toj, and I assume hits with a 18, right?
Indeed.
D5.
More
Killed
smushes.
him.
Oh yeah. They don't have a lot of hit points. You're hard to squish them as many them all. Is the trick.
Yeah.
Just playing whack-a-mole.
Doc is gonna stomp on him. He's not gonna use his bow. He's gonna stomp.
Miss,
Well, he's
yeah.
made out of leaves, so he doesn't do very, very good.
He's the bush.
Using berries, yeah.
Huckleberry.
Then Taj is going to stomp.
Oh, drat.
Okay. All right, now Wheels. Wheels is definitely gonna get a kill here. Watch. No. All right, never mind.
No. All right. That's the end of the round. I'm just going to rotate it over, though. And then that would put Brad going first. And actually, there's, for brevity's sake, I'm going to say the rest of you are able to stomp the rest. There was only 2 or 3 left. And you guys go grape guns, stomping, running around. Just,
I always want to die to these gross motherfuckers. Stop.
exactly.
All right.
And I know you're all just kind of panting and whew. So this was like a nursery for these ant-men.
Yeah, we check out this big chunk of technology and see if we can find out anything about it. You can maybe use that skull to see if it
I'm
does.
gonna check out that body that you had mentioned.
So you guys spread out and check, and we'll deal with this body real quick. In the corner of the room near, there's a skeleton. It's a pure strain human skeleton, appears to be, and quite old. He or she has a dull green rucksack of some wondrous material. And it's supple like soft leather, but strong, like incredibly strong. Like this thing must be something from the ancients.
Is there anything in this satchel?
It says it's indestructible. And within the bag is some wonderful things. You just like, oh, as you see, there's some sort of belt mechanism. There's this long, well, not too long, probably about 3 feet long, metallic or weird material, shiny material with handles on it and buttons and what appears to be some sort of like a sort of barrel or something. And you know enough to realize this could be, it's a weapon. And there are also...
I'll start pulling these wondrous items out of the sack and setting them on the ground next to me.
Indeed. There's 3 weird little handheld devices that have like a tip at one end and like triggers or something on it. You can try to figure it out, but it seems, you've heard and seen pictures of, and oral traditions have mentioned things like this. But in this game, you make a artifact roll or technology roll. And in this case, give me 1 second. This one's
Oh, yeah.
4. All right, give me a second. I have to read a bit here. Get reacquainted with this piece here. Now, while you're doing that, let's quickly go to who was checking out this weird device in the center that was emitting the heat and the thrumming coming from down below.
Yeah, a couple of my characters having a look at that.
Okay.
The smarter one. The human and the mosty.
Shoot, man.
Looking at it. Whoa, what is this thing?
This is okay. This is a bit tricky. All right, I need a minute here. I need to open up another thing.
Careful though, we don't push or pull any buttons or levers or anything.
Indeed. By the way, how is everybody's timing? How much longer are you available?
I can do another hour.
Yeah.
I got nothing but time.
Okay. So
Yeah, I got about another hour or so.
another hour. All right. So let's take a short break, then bio break, and I'll do a quick read here just to get reacquainted again. I read this module a couple days ago, and we'll fire it up again in 5 minutes.
You know what someone needs to do is to taste these maggots. It seems there's.
I was thinking about it.
we're mashing them like grapes, like wine, anyways. But
Right.
I mean, the bees did something. These ants are spitting mind control juice and shit. So
I can imagine eating them will only bring something bad.
negative stuff.
Right. The curiosity might get the better of me.
Yeah. Also, maybe eating some of these glowing mushrooms might be interesting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, always eat the mushrooms. Always eat the weird mushrooms.
If you're not eating what you're killing, are you really doing it right?
Mushrooms will either hallucinate or die. Or maybe they're delish.
So did I just find a bag full of guns?
Right, that definitely sounded like some gun. And grenades, I'm guessing. I think guns and grenades. That's what I'm guessing.
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Can you explain how AC is calculated?
It starts base AC's 10,
Uh-huh.
and then you get your agility modifier. And then unless you have armor, AC is ascending, it goes up as
Would
it
a fur
improves.
cloak be considered armor?
Yeah, hide armor. Yep.
Because my pure strain human, the AC, like off to the side of where the AC circle is, says 12, and I'm assuming that's from something, but he
Yeah,
doesn't have
hide
any
armor.
agility.
Yep. Unless
So I
it's
guess it's from
agility
the fur
mod.
cloak.
Yeah, that's a hide armor then. Considered. In this game, they have different types of armor. It's not like plate mail and stuff. It's like
I was wondering where the
things.
+2 was coming from. I was like, I don't see where that would. There's no agility. It doesn't have a +2 modifier in anything.
I'm thinking that's it.
And in the equipment treasure thing, the only thing listed there might be a fur cloak. So
Now, actually, just for fun, I'm going to say that you figure out what these things are. Let's have some fun with this. Let's do away with a bunch of rolls and such. And what you so what you found was a force field belt. That if you wear that thing, it has different functions. It actually puts up a defensive force field around you that, and you don't know exactly what it works against. You haven't gone that far, but and you also know from word of mouth and from artifacts that your villages collect that are dead or destroyed, but you don't talk about them, that this thing has power, and it has a C cell in it, and you realize you can turn it on. And when you turn it on, there's a device on it that reads off some information. And it's basically, this thing can sustain up to 25 hit points
What?
before the C cell is worn out.
but I don't know what that's against, whether it's like ranged or energy weapons or magical
Yeah.
slugs.
You're just like, oh, it's one of those.
Oh, cool.
And
And it's got a HUD that tells the remaining hit points left. That's cool.
and it's a trippy looking belt that probably has, a device that comes, like suspender like devices that go over your shoulders and, like webbing and kind of go down your thighs. It's almost like wearing lingerie or something. But when activated, there's a shimmering around you, whoever is wearing it. And then you also have a gauzer rifle. And you've seen these, wow, you've heard rumors of these things, and it's sort of like a point and shoot device. And there's different options on it, but you don't know what the options do because it has sort of like a slider button on the side, and you can start it low and then slide it up to, it's got two settings. It seems to click into one or two. And this is a projectile weapon. That has got a C cell in it, so it needs power, but it shoots projectiles. And it's got one magazine with a 20-shot mag in it.
Who has a bonus to missile attacks?
Range is 140, by the way. And it's just one range, 140. And beyond that, it's minus big time.
Taj has a missile attack modifier.
And that Gauzer rifle does D8 damage.
I'll pass the rifle off to Tysh.
Oh, sick.
So you look like you can shoot. This looks like a point and shoot type of a device.
Yes.
I think it's got two selector switches between maybe rates or types of fire. You should have fun with it.
Very cool.
And the 3 handheld devices appear to be some sort of mechanism for injecting you with something, or injecting somebody else with something. But you kind of have to experiment with that one, because all you think is that it's got like a little sharp nozzle on it. It's like a thing. Put it to your
Who's
skin.
volunteering?
Wait while we calibrate the nozzle.
So you'll have to experiment with that one, perhaps. Or actually, I will give a 15 intelligence check, and one person from each group can take a whir at that and see if they can decipher the strange languages or symbols.
I'll take a look
Again,
too.
you can burn luck on this one if you want to.
20 plus 1. 15.
Oh, Bob got it. One of your characters. So which one of your characters is
That was-
dangling with this thing? And
Doc. Doc has the. No, not Doc. Not Doc. Wheels has the modifier.
that character gets a luck point,
Ooh, nice. Okay.
and also is like, I think this protects against the dark. Your people call it the strange sickness. It's radiation
Oh,
damage, and this is apparently an anti-rad that will heal radiation damage,
nice.
and also it also will give protection for a long time against radiation exposure.
Well, let's staff ourselves. We may just run into them.
It's like 24 hours for each dose. Unfortunately, they only have one shot each of these 3 things.
Well, save him for a rainy day, huh? See if we encounter anything.
Oh, you can take them with you? Oh, I thought that you said the big machine. But what does the big machine do? Did we figure that out? Sorry, I was gone for a second.
Yeah, hold on a sec. We're doing this the trinkets first, or the
Oh,
artifacts.
okay, sorry.
And where were we? Yeah, that was it, actually, the 3 things, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you can decide how to disperse them. You got the force field belt, which will absorb 25 hit points before the C cell is used up.
Oh, Sleaze has got that on. He's wearing the garter straps and everything, and he just.
So it gives out a bellow. It's good. Everyone's like, I think he's happy. And then who's got the gauze rifle?
That's Taj.
Okay. So you're like, okay. You're like, whoa. Okay. Does it work this way? Holding
Yeah,
it to
he's
your
looking
eye.
down the barrel and stuff.
Yeah. Whoa, watch where you're pointing that thing. Everybody's ducking. Whoa.
And okay, give me one second. Yeah, looking at the thing. Right. Okay, this was the AMP people were using this, probably not realizing the purpose of this dome. It seems to be some sort of device that, from the ancients, that has something to do with what's below, because there's a hole in the top where the mist is coming out of, and there's an eerie glow coming from down there and a thrumming noise.
How big is the hole?
Probably about 2 feet around. Enough somebody. No, sorry, pardon me. I forgot to correct this. I totally screwed this up. There's no friggin' hole in the dome. Or there is, but it's pretty small. What is there is the hatch.
Yeah, the hatch. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Duh.
I'll definitely check that.
Excuse me. So you go to the hatch, and a thorough search revealed there's a skeleton there. Oh, where's it writing about the hatch? Okay, there's a metal hatch made from this weird metal from the ancients, with an access panel that has a blinking red light on it.
Getting some skull.
Oh yeah, the skull.
Yeah,
Wills
and it
is
looks
going to approach it with the skull.
Got it. And the two lights come solid when you get close. It doesn't open on its own though. You have to, it looks like you have to lift it open
Yeah, we'll lift it open then.
or
Wheels will.
slide it. It looks like it slides.
Okay, my one character has 16 strength, so anybody else with decent strength will get together and heave on it.
Yeah, let's work on it. I have 15.
Yep, both my guys got 15, so I'll help out as well.
Got some strong people in there. Let's give it a
Yeah,
shoot.
we do.
Only the strong survive.
Exactly.
Okay, just hold on. It's like I have to read a bit of stuff here. Okay, interesting. Okay.
Sleaze is gonna spread those injectors out amongst Brad's dudes.
Okay, open the hatch, and there's a eerie glow coming from below, and it looks way different when you look in the hatch because what you see is a brightly lit room with a heavy metal door in one wall and a smaller door in the opposite wall, with a hatch in the ceiling, which you guys just opened. You're actually looking through the hatch now. Near the small door is a small table with a bench, and on the table are a series of small glowing gems as well as some discs and T-shaped sticks. The glassy surface of the table is glowing with various patterns and lights. And the actual nature of the room is totally different than what Ant built. This hatch opens up into what appears to be some sort of facility, work facility with benches and such. But what catches your eye is a huge the creature, well, you probably have seen them because these things can survive any time or catastrophe or disaster. It appears to be a humongous cockroach. And it looks a bit warped and looks like it's a bit mutated, and it's covered in a bunch of sores. It's about a 6-foot long cockroach. It stands 3 feet off the ground, but it's not moving. It's covered in tumors and turned bright green. It's almost like glowing, this thing.
Cost that sucker.
Yeah, I'm not taking any chances with this thing. Taj is gonna aim this new thing as best as he can, as best he can figure out, and try to
Rest of
fire.
us get
upon
ready
it.
just in case something goes wrong.
Hey, now the antennas twitch on it, and it's coming alive. It's
It's
heard or
definitely gonna
sensed.
fire too.
They get that.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
All right.
I'll start a new thing. So. All right. Give me those initiatives, and I'll roll for this mutated giant cockroach. Oh my! Initiative +3, but I rolled a 5, so it got an 8. This thing, you realize, is super fast, and cockroach can scurry up walls like super fast. So Bob Wire, is that yours? 15?
Yep.
Okay. Alan 7. Brad is 11.
11.
Bob, you're first.
Okay, we'll start with Taj. He's aiming his
Gazer?
newfound rifle.
Nice.
Yeah, he's gonna try to fire it.
What setting do you put it on? The bottom one or the top one?
Top. We're going top.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully that's the good one.
Cross fingers.
Right.
Cross your toes.
Okay. Well, wow. Okay, first of all, you use up 10 rounds.
Whoa!
It
Out of the
just goes
22?
out of the 20.
Okay.
Now it just sprays the room. Like it goes crazy. The gun just goes apeshit.
Wow.
Bullets are flying off everything. 10 bullets just go. However, some of them made it intended target. Roll a Actually, what I'll do is roll a 3-sided to see how many actually hit the cockroach.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gauss is like an energy weapon. Doesn't shoot.
Yeah, but it's projectile. It's got projectiles, energizing projectiles, and it uses a C
Yeah.
cell, by the way. And oh, make a
Not
side
physical.
note: that C cell has 50 uses, so now it's 40 uses.
50. Okay.
Oh, nice roll. So you 3 of them, you managed to get the fact you figure out the first 5 went off. You finally figured out, oh shit, and pointed it at the creature, and managed to keep it because it's bucking and heaving and. But you got the hang of it.
Fully auto.
So roll D8 3 times.
Okay. I will do that.
That's the full auto mode, definitely.
Nice. That's 12 total.
12 damage.
Dude's just screaming like
Oh.
Rambo.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah.
And this cockroach is blown to bits.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, it had 11 hit points.
Give me a high 6. I got 6 fingers.
these
High 6,
cockroaches.
man. Smack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the scary thing is it was scurrying up the walls toward the hatch. It was
Oh,
gonna
no.
start pulling people through.
Is that an XP?
Actually, you get you get 3 XP.
No way. I have 7 HP. That's awesome.
And
XP.
remember, if you killed actually, if everybody gets 1 XP, let's say for the larvae room, just that's for collecting the artifacts and stuff. Everyone gets an XP. Just for everybody. So you killed this mutated cockroach, which was quite dangerous. It had 50 speed,
Oh,
and it
wow.
could climb 50, so it could run up there and grab people.
Sorry I didn't leave any cockroach for the rest of you. I didn't know the power of this thing.
A kind of a bit of an alarm or some noise starts going off. Beep, beep.
We should go down.
It's coming from somewhere. I think you shot something.
Uh-oh.
Core explosion imminent.
Right.
Because this room has important looking stuff around. And you haven't gone into the room yet, by the way. It's quite hot. But so anyway, what do you guys want to do now? Killed them.
Before we go in, Taj is going to like in a celebration kind of grab Wheels like like he's going in for an embrace, and he's gonna take his tongue out of his mouth and lick Wheels' jelly that's on Wheels and eat the honey that was on him.
All right. It's a party.
How much did that heal for again?
1 die 3.
Okay. Cool. Back up to full.
So it's back to the group, and you're just like, holy, and you step back with the rifle and like, yeah, you're like licking his face. That was awesome.
Taj is living his best life. I agree. We should go down.
Yeah, we'll go down. Now we'll make sure that we close the hatch behind us so we don't have ants crawling up our ass.
Yeah.
We need them showing up.
Could
Bob's
you
a little
give me
worried about the tumorous look of that thing, but
I just need whoever, when you shot that gauze rifle, I'm going to let you roll to see what effect it has, because this thing has a neat little chart here about if you frig around with things in this room. So give me a 20-sided with your luck modifier.
Okay.
And your luck modifier, yeah.
13.
Okay, that one is a little bit. One moment. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, there's this alarming sound goes off. Wooga, 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 wooga. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. Now you don't recognize the language, but some voice speaks so through something down in the room down there, and it's this ominous sort of. What's up?
Abandoned shop. This is not a daffodil.
Yeah, and there's a ripple goes through the whole place. There's a slight little shake, and there's a burst of energy that. Mutants. How many mutants do we have in the crew?
I got one.
I got 2.
I've got one.
Depending on whether
it's gonna-
animals or plantians or mutants. I mean,
If it matters, he has the force field belt engaged.
Okay, because there's a pulse of radioactive, a burst of hard radiation from the reactor core generates an automatic wave of mutation effects within mutants, manimals, or plantians.
oh, so I got 3 then.
Yeah. So okay, what time? Okay. Well, we're not going to finish the adventure this day, so let's take a moment. Let me have a quick look here because this has accelerated mutations in some people and so on.
Oh, sick. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Oh, hold on one sec. I got a phone call. All right, so it's got me a page number here. I have to look up page 38. Yes, so that shooting up the place has some consequences. I just rolled 4. And so this is kind of interesting that you happen to roll that effect. It's because this sort of accelerated some things for your characters. And and the problem is though, any pure strain human has to, I'm going to give you, because you're not in the room below, actually, this doesn't happen to you. You're protected up here, but the mutations aren't. So it says page 38 of the, all right. Okay, mutations. All right, so who's ready to start? I've got some tables here. And,
I'll go.
okay, so we'll start with mutants, by the way.
Okay.
So you roll a 20-sided with your luck modifier.
Okay.
15.
That's for mutants, 15. So you get a mental mutation gained. So just keep that in mind because we have to roll in the chart. So who's next for mutant?
I'll go. I got an 18.
That's also a mental. So high is good on these rolls, by the way.
Okay.
If you roll a 1 or 2, you get a defect
Oh.
for any
So
mutants.
that is Toj has a mental. Just need to make a note of that. And then I have another mutant who gets a 13.
That's a physical mutation gained.
Nice. Good.
13 is the break off for mutants. And then after that, they get a mental. Alan for a mutant. That would be a
Ratify.
physical mutation. And I'll get to that chart shortly to see what actual physical mutation happens. It's random and mental. And then we'll go, if all the mutants are done, are they done?
Yep.
Okay, manimals now. Start with Brad. If you have any manimals, roll 20
Yeah,
sided.
moss. 'Cause they know.
And your luck modifier, don't forget, plus or minus.
Yeah, it's just even.
So manimal, moss.
Oh no, he's got a -1 modifier.
Okay, roll 20.
And well,
Okay, physical mutation.
hey.
Okay, you got another manimal?
I know, but I got a plant, dude.
Okay, so no. Okay, Alan, do you got any manimals?
Nope, just the mutant and the pure
And
strain.
Bob?
I have my lion animal.
Oh, go
Hive.
ahead. Oh, you have a lion manimal. Yeah, that's right.
15. No, that's 14.
And so that's a physical mutation.
Okay, cool.
Now the plantients are either, I'll let you all roll for your plantients, because if you roll a 1 or 2, you get a defect, and the rest is all physical mutations. They don't get any mental mutations. Now, we go to the mutations table. Let's start with anybody who has any mental mutations. Could you
I have one.
roll a 100-sided?
100-sided die. Let's see.
If you have a mental mutation.
That is 3.
A 3? Oh, you have to roll a defect.
Oh no. Of course.
A 5 or less, you go to the defect mutation. So roll defect. 100-sided again.
100-sided. Okay.
Yeah.
That is 33.
Your defect is you have a diminished body part.
Oh.
Roll 10-sided.
Below the belt,
And
hopefully
it
not.
starts at your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or no, 6-sided, pardon me.
Oh, 6-sided. Okay.
Or no, 4-sided. What am I talking about?
Okay.
1 or 2 is legs, 3 or 4 is arm.
I'm gonna go through all the dice. 2.
So it's one of your legs is diminished. Your movement has been you're -5 on your movement.
Oh no. Okay, that's toes.
Oh.
You have 25 movement now. If it was normal before.
Small leg.
Anyone else have mental mutations?
You just
Yeah.
stroked out a
I got
little.
one.
Okay, Brad, roll 100-sided for your mental mutation.
8.
Okay, you beat a 5. It says absorption. ABSORPTION. Yeah, absorption. And I'll look that up in a moment. Just write that down.
Okay.
Absorption. Anyone else have mental mutation? And then if not, we'll go to physical mutations. Brad, do you
Bingo.
have any, or Alan?
Yeah, Moss has 1 physical mutation.
Okay, sorry, we'll go ahead, Brad.
So is that about 100?
Yeah.
36.
Ooh, you have heightened strength.
Whoa.
So we'll get that to a moment. You roll to see how much strength you gain. You suddenly get physically strong for some reason.
Already got pretty good strength.
Nice. Anyone else have physical mutation, Brad, in your group? Okay, moving on. Alan?
Plantian.
Okay, roll 100-sided. And
97.
I'll take both of those, Alan, in a second. So, Brad, your 97 is you grew wings of some sort.
Whoa.
Leafy wings. Nice.
Big leafy wings, yeah. Whatever tree type you are, you were, yeah.
Oh.
Alan, 27, was that your physical mutation?
Physical mutation, yeah.
Please tell me this is the gas generation.
It goes with skis.
That's hilarious.
Nice.
So I'll look these up quickly. Do you have any other ones, Alan, before I go to Bob?
Nope, that's the only one.
Bob, do you have any physical mutations?
Yes. For
100-sided.
Taj, we'll start with 33.
Heightened stamina.
Ooh, okay. Heightened stamina. And then for wheels, I got 40.
40. Heightened strength.
Nice. And then I do have a defect as
Jeez.
well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, give me the 100-side roll. These are
this
funny.
This is for Doc Huckleberry.
Some of
He
these
got
can
a
be nasty.
44.
44. Enmity. Enmity.
That doesn't sound
Enmity.
good.
Enmity.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Basically,
Uh,
people don't like you.
yeah. Okay, let's start with absorption.
Okay.
Okay, these are a lot of these are powers like spells.
Yeah, I have the book. I'm gonna look up mine. Let me go get the
That's
book.
interesting. So this is more than just telling you these are actual like things you can do.
They're like powers.
They're powers.
Really cool. I love how they do it.
Yeah, and gas generation. The mutant's body exudes highly volatile gases. So you actually roll, and then you also have to roll your manifestation. So every time you do this effect, each different effect has manifestations. For instance, on gas generation, you would roll a 4-sided, and let's say you happen to roll a 1 under manifestation. It would say a jet of gas is expelled from the mutant's mouth. So that's what happens when you do this. If you had rolled a 4, it would said through concentration, the mutant is able to transmute a localized pocket of air into an infectious gas. Anyway, then it goes on. So this is very interesting. I wasn't kind of ready for this because I didn't expect you to trigger a mutant effect.
Super awesome. I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
And
So
so
do I roll that now and that's just how it goes, or it changes each time
No,
I generate it?
no, the way it works is that you can try to do the effect anytime you want. However, if you don't roll high enough, you lose the effect to use it for a day.
Ah,
And if you roll a critical fail, a 1, natural 1, there's bad things generally happen. It backfires.
oh, this is awesome, and it works perfectly with Skis with his weird old mouth.
I know,
Porous
right? I
thing.
was thinking he's got this big porous head. He's got whoa.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Interesting. So I can get access to the book if you need it, of course.
Yeah,
And
I've got the book.
it's yeah. Does everybody have a copy of the book?
Yeah,
'Cause
I
I
have a
can-
copy.
Now this
I do
beggars the
not,
question
but I'll change that soon.
of I would really enjoy continuing this adventure. And we're all in North America, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm might be working tomorrow and Thursday, but I have Friday off, and I also have the evenings generally off. So it'd be fun to follow this up this week even. I don't know how your schedule is. It's a pretty tough call, I realize. So
Yeah, I can definitely do Friday. Any time Friday.
yeah,
I work,
Friday, I'm committed this particular time slot.
but it could be I'm open all day Friday. But and the other options would be evenings. Any of the evenings would work for me. I'm kind of open this week.
Yeah, I can do Thursday evening. I can't do tomorrow evening.
I know Brad's pretty open, so
Yeah.
So and if not, we can push it to the weekend or next week,
I can do a Thursday evening.
Thursday evening.
I mean, well, what's
Yeah.
evening? Where are we all at in North America? I'm in the Pacific.
Me as well.
Yeah, we're Pacific.
It's
Yeah,
12.
I'm mountain, so it's not much of a difference.
Not much different.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
All right. All right. So it's 12 o'clock here right now, a bit after.
Yeah. Likewise.
So Thursday would what's a good time? I'm done work if I'm working at like 3:30, and then I can start like at 4:30 or beyond or later.
Yeah, good for me. I'm good anytime.
So
Anytime.
4:35. All right.
Yeah,
I'll
4:35 is fine with me.
Cool. All right. So we'll sum up this situation here because we're climbing up to the 3-hour mark anyway. And I know.
Yeah, it's a good little adventure.
Yeah, it's fun, and you guys are in the heart of it, and it's probably I'm thinking it could be done in another session. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And it's kind of interesting, you guys. Yeah, I've done quite well actually. Played quite well and avoided the worst of it. Actually, I should stop the recording.
Yeah, my body is composed of super dense ebony colored elements and weighs 3 times normal.